Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Just to remind you that the Joe and Joe Weather Show airs on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And of course, you can watch it on a replay by going to my YouTube channel, Joe Cioffi. And also, just want to let Patreon members know that's my subscription weather platform, that beginning tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to have a Zoom meeting with the members. And we'll be talking about all sorts of weather things and what to expect for the week ahead and any other questions that you might have. And we're going to do that once a week, probably on Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And that's for Patreon members. You can subscribe by going to patreon.com/meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Okay, so we had a frosty morning, temperatures that bottomed in away from warmer urban centers. We saw lows that were down in the 20s and low 30s in some places. Warmer urban centers stayed mainly in the 40s. We're going to be bouncing this afternoon. We should have a fair amount of sunshine. I think everybody pretty much gets above 60, except maybe some of the coldest spots and higher elevation spots have a tougher time. But looks like low 60s on average, a few middle 60s in South Jersey, down into Maryland and northeastern Virginia. And tonight, because we'll have a southwest wind, not going to see temperatures as low as we saw this morning, looking at Monday morning lows that are going to be probably mostly in the upper 40s and to mid 50s for the overnight lows. That's what the map I just had up was actually Tuesday morning. This is for Monday morning. So mid 40s to low 50s for the overnight lows into Monday morning, and then even higher lows as we go into Tuesday. There's not a whole lot happening here. We do have cloud cover that runs from the Northern Rockies across the plains and into the Great Lakes, and we're seeing a series of weather systems that are moving along this upper flow, this kind of broad trough here that extends down from Canada that we've had for a while. This is actually keeping much of the southern part of the United States relatively quiet, and that dry air also extends up the eastern seaboard. You see on the loop, there's also a little bit of that milky white coloring there on the satellite. That's probably some smoke, wildfire smoke that's gotten into the scheme of things today, but I don't think it's going to really cause any big problems. We should still see a fair amount of sunshine. And that broad trough, the mechanics from Canada, if you look over on the right, you'll see these clouds that are turning, the back edge of clouds turning counterclockwise. This is what probably is going to be a developing subtropical storm out to the southeast of Bermuda. Bermuda's that little, I don't know if you can see, there's a little dot there, a little to the left of the swirling clouds. Bermuda might be in line for this late this week, but in the meantime, it kind of remains trapped. You've got this upper flow that shows up along the eastern seaboard. That is actually the loop from yesterday, so I'm going to just jump into this morning's loop and freshen it for you. And you'll see that southerly flow from Canada, the southerly flow that's along the east coast and pushes up into eastern Canada, pretty much continues. And we've got this frontal boundary that's out offshore, and you see that little subtropical system there. But the energy continues to come in. And because the trough, you see where all the clouds are turning from the Great Lakes on up into southeastern Canada, well to our west. This, I think, is going to be the signature for much of this week, which for most areas in the coastal plain from northeastern Virginia to southern New England probably won't see much in the way of precipitation. We've got some showers around in the Great Lakes. We have some snow up in the Northern Rockies and some rain moving into the Pacific Northwest. So that's where we're seeing the busiest activity. Also some heavier rain in parts of western Kentucky and Tennessee. I don't think any of that is going to make it here. And we look at the front to the west. This approaching front is going to die out before it gets here. And that, I think, is going to be the main driver all week long. And it's the reason why the Weather Prediction Center has, from Maine down into almost into northernmost North Carolina for the next 7 days. We're talking about rainfall amounts of under a tenth of an inch. Now there will be more significant rains in western New York, northwestern Pennsylvania, down through Ohio and around the Great Lakes. Also, we'll see some significant precipitation, and in the western lakes, some of that's going to be in the form of snow. Same for the northern plains and on up into the Northern Rockies. Some of that is going to be in the form of snow. But for us, really, it's an easy week overall. I think every day, except for today, where we should have a good deal of sunshine for most of the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think we're looking at varying amounts of clouds and sun each day. Some days we'll have more clouds than sun. Some days we'll have more sun than clouds. And except for areas maybe in central PA and upstate New York, north and west of the Catskills, or maybe into the Catskills, where every once in a while you can wind up seeing a shower, I think we're going to be mostly dry, as WPC indicates. If you follow along here on the GFS, tomorrow's weather front just kind of dies out. Yeah, we see rain in upstate New York into central PA, and then it's gone. Tuesday, we have another one, Monday night to Tuesday morning, another little ripple moving along, and that produces some showers and rain in upstate New York and western PA, but again, it dies out before it reaches the coast. Wednesday looks like a high builds in, so that might mean that Tuesday night into Wednesday we see a high building in, so that might be the better day of the week. A little front to the west, again, upstate New York, and they die out. Thursday, the same. Friday, pretty much the same. We have an approaching front for later Saturday. That falls apart. In the meantime, we've got this subtropical storm east of the Carolinas, passes very close to Bermuda along about Friday, and then moves on to the northeast with no consequence. So we may actually have to wait until perhaps late next Monday or Monday night into Tuesday for a more important weather front to set up, and perhaps then we will get into a wetter weather pattern. So again, varying amounts of clouds of sun pretty much every day this week. Today's a beauty. High temperatures into the low, mostly low at 60s. Let's give it a range of 60 to 65. And we're looking at mostly 60s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the tropics, by the way, we have that subtropical system that's going to develop that probably will eventually become a tropical storm or a hurricane near Bermuda. And models are still kind of hinting at something trying to form in the Northwest Caribbean, but they've backed off on it during the last few runs. That may mean not mean anything. It may bring it back. I don't know, but I've been kind of emphasizing the fact that it's ridiculous to focus too much energy on something that's 10 days out and hasn't even developed yet. So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, Joe and Joe Weather Show at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We have tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Joe and Joe Weather Show again. And again, for Patreon members, we are going to have what will be a new feature, a monthly Zoom meeting, 9 p.m. on Monday, the 19th of October. We're going to try to do it every Monday night at 9 p.m. It'll just be for members only. If you want to subscribe to Patreon, to my weather platform there, it's patreon.com/meteorologist Joe Cioffi. And if you subscribe for a year, you get 15% off, which means you get 2 months free. And that applies to current members, by the way. If you switch to an annual membership, you get the 2 months free as well. Have a great Sunday, everybody. We'll see you later.